Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and choosing me for some entertainment and maybe some inspiration. Today I am working with ATC sized printables, and it's from Decards. That's D-E-C-A-R-D-S, Art Printables. And they're floral bunny ATC cards. I had it written over here, so I would make sure I got it right. Now I had a stack of some 25 greeting cards and 25 envelopes. They're not white, but they're a little too white for this. So I've already done the other ones. I don't know if you can see a difference or not, but I'm taking some antique linen and my big brush. So I want everything to be very subtle. And just kind of, most of the center is going to be covered. So I'm not really worried about getting in the center of the card. Just kind of around the edges. Just to cut off. I don't mind if it's white on the back. That's fine. But just to get those, if you don't have the color card you want, make it. That's all I got to say. So these are adorable little bunnies. And they are definitely kind of a shabby chic. And this one is really, really crooked. So I have the envelopes over here. Let me get something to straighten this little feller out. He is... There we go. Alright, so he's just a titch smaller than everybody else. But, okay, so I have these guys, and just going to kind of... I've pulled some laces out of my stash. And... I have a feeling I'm going to like this for every one of them. Here it is. This has turned out to be one of my favorite laces, and when I first got it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, what am I going to do with that?" But I don't want to use it on every one of them, although I could. Oops. Okay. Let's just cut another one and put it... Well, that is just not cut very... Well, you guys know me in straight. It just doesn't happen that often. Okay, I have out also... here's some green lace that I have. Oh, that's very pretty. And I have some... really it's kind of almost an ivory, but it's got an ivory, I don't know if you can see that, but there is like a little sparkle in there. Yeah, so I think I would prefer the flowers be going a different direction. Let me see what I got here. Okay. I love having the sheets of lace. It just gives you so many options. Okay. I also have some of this just luscious old French, antique French curtain, and I mean, you just can't beat it. Just cannot. Okay, so So at least now I have my backgrounds. Put this in the proper order here. Okay, so I have my backgrounds. Get this on the correct side, which is this side. Okay, so let's see. I have, oh, I think I don't know. Okay, I think these two holler for that dark stuff. Let's see if anybody wants this. No. Does anybody want any of this? You see, I just kind of do it very loosely. I think I'm definitely going to have a piece for that. And maybe even 2 pieces for that. This might be perfect with this one. You got the green, and then we have the burlap and the bunny. Love it. Okay. I don't worry about making sure I'm only getting, you know, if I have a little left over, I can put it on something else. Stick it in a snippet roll thing. So, not really worried about that. Now, I do have some of these little strips with roses and a creamy color. And I'm thinking maybe this one. What else do I have popping over here? I have this creamy. Why don't we put a little bit on that one? I had, oh, I also pulled out some of my doilies. We'll see. Maybe on that one. Now, I think one of these, that's got a little bit too much blue on it. I don't know. I'm thinking this one here. I think that one's very good. I don't know that I like the 2 pinks together, but which one do I like better together? This one? No. That. Okay. This is screaming for eyelet lace, but I'm not exactly sure where I stuck my eyelet lace. I had some eyelet lace I pulled out. Oh boy. Okay. How about, okay, let's take, I've got these down too low. I'm sorry, guys. Whoopsie. Okay. So let's take and rip the edge of this. All right. And I want to take the antique linen, which I did re-ink right before I started this. To speed the process along a little bit. Okay, so I have that. Now let's see what we're going to do. Let's take... Now this is corrugated cardboard. It came with one side not papered. The other side has got the paper on it. I ran it through my Big Shot to flatten it because I wanted the pattern. I didn't want the thickness. So I'm just going to rip this. Let's see what we can do here. See, I like, I live in a very rural community, so having things that are kind of a shabby chic country is always a good thing. But, too many things going this way. You know what I'm saying? So we could definitely do this underneath like that. Oh yeah, that's super cute. That's super cute. Okay, so we got that one. I don't know, this might be too stark for this one, but I do like it on that one. And I cut this so very short. So let's see. What about huh? No. Let me just cut a larger piece. Where is it? Where did I put it? Okay, I just had it. Just had it in my hot little hand. Alright, well, I've got another piece here of something that's very similar. It even got some pink spots on it, which I was kind of thinking I would take advantage of. So, I'm just gonna kind of cut along. And a little bit more. Okay. And we're just going to cut this across. I figured somebody got that stain on there just for me. Somebody did. They got that on there just for me. Okay, so we have that. I think, yeah, here we go. There's not really a good way unless I flip it this way. That's very red, and I didn't really want the red part. I wanted the pink, but okay, this works. This is very pretty. And then they're not all the same patterns. Very pretty. Okay. This still needs something. Well, we'll get back to that. Let's just start putting them together. And I will also be doing the envelopes and the insides. So I'm going to go ahead and pretty much they're going to be put together just like you see. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and then come back and we'll get into the insides and the envelopes. Okay? Back in a flash. Okay, so, oh, one of my lights is not on. That will make a world of difference. And of course, I was going to sip. My dog thinks I'm talking to somebody now. Okay, I thought I'd do the last one with you just so you could kind of see the process, and then I'll show you all of the other ones. It was 20-something last night. We had snow pretty much all day yesterday. It didn't stick. And today it's low 40s, wind chill mid 30s. So yeah, it's chilly today. So it's a great day to get in here and just play. So I'm thinking that I'm going to kind of want this to just be a frame since I didn't really cut it. Okay, there's that. And here. So, you know, yeah, basically, and then I keep all my bigger pieces because those will be great for snippets. Now, I did add this, which I can't remember if I had that in there or not, but see now I can see the cardboard and I can see, yeah, I like that better. Then I had these two going across here, which I like. And then I made this bow. But I've been very conscious of making sure that they're going to be just one stamp to send. And this bow may make it beyond that. So I thought I'd show you. It's been a long time since I've done it. So I have my bow. And I want to kind of pull and make that knot. I've already banged the knot a couple of times, but I want to make the knot just as tight as I can. So now I'm going to cut through the center of that knot. And sometimes it's not easy. Just be careful that you don't cut yourself. So now I have both and usually you will have to snip off a little something. I have both of my pieces for the bow, and I have both of my pieces for the tails. So you do need a pokey tool, and I'm just going to poke a hole. Make sure one is inside the other. Poke a hole. Poke a hole. If you end up poking a hole and you have pieces hanging up, don't worry, you can snip them off. You know, now is the time where you can kind of figure out where you want to. Okay, so I have my hole poked through all of the pieces. Take that out, and I'm going to put, hopefully, put my bread right through the hole. There it is. And open the bread up. Let's give it a little pound. I'm going to do this off screen because I don't want to do it on my glass. To get it as tight as possible. And I'm going to take these back pieces and just cut them out. And now I can shape these however I want. And I think I do want to make them a little fuzzier. Just keep working it until it's the way you like it. I want to do the same thing to the other side. So one thing I love about material is there's just so many ways of manipulating it to make it look just like you want it to. Okay. All right. It's not as tucked in, but it's still a very pretty bow. And I do want to shorten these up a little bit. So I'm going to fold them in half and clip. And I'm going to make this one just a little bit longer. Separate them out a little bit. This above here, and we can put this in the corner, but I really liked it in the center. All right, so that is that. Now I'm going to trim these just the length I don't know why I didn't pull it to the end so I wouldn't end up with so many little pieces, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. So let's first put this down. Blew everything away. Make sure we have it nice and straight. Make it look. That was ripped, so I just kind of bunched everything together to make sure it kind of looks like it's not ripped. Make sure I have this on the correct side. I still need to do a lace video for you guys. I really have not forgotten. And I think I'll do just a quick one, and then later on when I actually have some time, which I don't know when that'll be, but right now I'm still trying to work all of the stuff that I had for the Etsy shop. I've got them in two different two different categories. Things that I still want to sell. And mainly it's because I have so much of it. Like a bolt. you know, those big round bolts. Yeah. So if anybody wants to buy a bunch of lace, please contact me. Okay, and then I'm going to take these. Oh, I wish this thing would stop. Every time it gets low, it does that. Just really irritates me. Very, 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 very irritating. Okay. I mean, if you can keep using it, that's great, because glued it to my finger. And I kind of want it to go right across where the lace ends. Okay. And then my other piece, I blew. Holy Hannah. Just a stream right down the center. Right where the lace ends. Try and make sure it's straight. Okay. So there's that. Just spread that out a little bit. One thing I wanted to do before I glued this down, I've been using the Distressed Oxide Spun Sugar on some of these, and I tell you, it really gives them such a nice, pretty, soft, in the oxide, it just, whoo, because I tried it with the regular spun sugar, and you know, that's really light. It's got its place in the colors, but yeah. Okay. Come on. I try really hard to allow it to still breathe, and if you allow that, it usually does not get a pocket on you. Okay, so then we have this little fella right in the center. It helps to make sure I've got things straight and stuff. Alright, and then my bow. I am going to tuck up a little bit of this stuff into that glue. All right. There we go. Okay, so there's that one. You guys just saw me put that together. And then the next one. There's a doily. It's the French on the back, the curtain. Some brown stuff. I ended up with a big old bag of these little crocheted flowers, and they're in 3, and they're just adorable. I couldn't pass up using them. This is just a strip, a little scrap that I had So there's that one. This is one. This was some pink lace I had. I did this one and this one and this one before you guys. I just was playing, and then I decided I wanted to keep doing it, so I thought, well, I'll just keep going. Did use a lot of my doilies, and I love the brown paper with these. I didn't do it on all of them, but I do love the brown paper on there. Yeah, this one I think was pretty much the way I had it. This is just a very soft pink heart, and then I kind of tattered the ends of the lace there. This one I added the green brad. This was just a snip off of one of the cards that had that green lace on it, just by cutting, and then I just tied a knot in it and stuck it down. This is a piece of gold material. I had it sitting on my desk, so a little doily there, and then the same brads, every day is a blessing. And then this right here is more of that French curtain, a lace bow doily. These are really pretty easy to put together. I did rip the side of this one. I have the piece of burlap going all the way across. I'd put a doily in there. I put a little piece of the burlap on top of the doily right here. And of course a little piece of the corrugated cardboard. I see there is a bit of this that didn't get cut off. So there you go, guys. Now that is one each of each one of her ATC cards. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to put these into my little shop. And next time we get together, I am going to do the insides and the envelopes, so that everything is really nicely decorated the way us crafters should do it, I think, when we send a card out to somebody. Just a thought. Okay, guys, till next time. Bye.